In the peaceful neighborhood of Willow Grove, David and Elena Reed settle into their dream home, seeking a fresh start after years of city chaos. Elena, a calm and principled woman, works remotely as a conflict resolution consultant, while David runs a small landscaping business. Their only desire, peace, privacy, and the freedom to live quietly. Their tranquility is shattered when Marjorie, Whitmore, the HOA president, arrives unannounced. Dressed in a crisp pastel blazer and wielding a clipboard like a weapon, she demands Elena sign the HOA covenant, a long list of rules dictating paint colors, lawn height, and even trash can placement. Elena politely declines, citing personal principles and a need for autonomy. Karen's smile fades. She warns that non-compliance will result in fines, then adds, almost too softly, "Some people learn the hard way." The encounter leaves Elena uneasy, but David brushes it off, until they notice their mailbox vandalized and a threatening note, "You don't belong here." Emotional core, the violation of safety in one's own home. The slow erosion of peace. Elena's quiet strength begins to surface as she starts documenting every incident. As tensions rise, David files a complaint with the HOA board, only to discover Karen controls every vote. Emails go unanswered. Neighbors avoid eye contact, afraid of retaliation. The Reeds feel isolated, watched. One evening, Karen appears at their door again, this time, uninvited and unsmiling. She steps onto their porch without permission, waving a printed violation notice. When Elena stands her ground, Karen's demeanor shifts. Her voice drops. "You think you're special? I've broken people like you before." Then, in a chilling moment, she opens her purse, revealing a holstered handgun. "This neighborhood runs on order," she says. "And order requires enforcement." David calls the police, but Karen is gone before they arrive. Officers confirm she has a concealed carry permit but no charges can be filed, not yet. The family is shaken. That night, Elena sits at the kitchen table, staring at her reflection in the dark window. David doesn't know it, but Elena hasn't been entirely honest about her past. Emotional core, fear, betrayal, and the fragility of community. The realization that civility can mask cruelty. A wife's secret begins to surface. David finds an old photograph tucked in a book, Elena, much younger, in a tactical uniform, standing beside a federal vehicle. Confused, he confronts her. Reluctantly, Elena reveals the truth, she's not just a consultant. She's Elena Vance, former FBI tactical commander, retired after a high-risk hostage rescue left her with PTSD and a vow to leave violence behind. She changed her name and moved to Willow Grove for healing. But now, seeing Karen's escalating threats, the surveillance, the intimidation, the weapon, she realizes this isn't just about rules. It's about control. And it's escalating toward violence. Though reluctant to return to her old life, Elena begins quietly gathering evidence, audio recordings, time-stamped photos, and testimonies from other fearful neighbors. She reaches out to an old FBI colleague discreetly. Meanwhile, Karen grows bolder, slashing tires, leaving dead flowers on the doorstep, whispering threats through the mail slot. Emotional core, identity, sacrifice, and the burden of strength. Elena's internal battle, protect her family or stay hidden. Love forces her hand. When Karen is caught installing a surveillance camera aimed directly at the Reed's bedroom window, Elena has had enough. She files a formal restraining order, and Karen snaps. At sunrise, Karen storms the property, gun drawn, screaming about infiltrators and lawless residents. David tries to intervene, but Karen points the weapon at him. In one fluid motion, Elena steps forward, not with a weapon, but with authority, her voice sharp and commanding, "Karen Whitmore, drop the weapon. This ends now." Using her training, she de-escalates the situation with calm precision, talking Karen down while silently signaling David to call 911. Police arrive moments later. Karen is arrested, the gun confiscated, and the HOA record seized, revealing years of financial fraud and coercion. In the aftermath, the neighborhood begins to heal. The HOA is restructured with elected oversight. Neighbors finally speak up, grateful for Elena's courage. David looks at his wife with new awe, not just as the woman he loves, but as someone who chose peace over power, yet stood tall when peace was threatened. On their porch at dusk, sipping tea, Elena watches children play freely in the street. David takes her hand. "You saved us," he whispers. She smiles. "No. We saved each other. Redemption, unity, and the quiet heroism of love. True strength isn't in force, it's in standing up for what's right, even when you've walked away from the fight."